their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Titans, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff for Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. Touchdown, Titans. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Henry running right. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 33. It's our field. Hey, it's
back to throw, Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while in Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Derrick Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Watson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. The shotgun, it's Love. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 78 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike check 33, 33, 54. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, check like that. We got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Watson off play action. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A
handoff to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point safely through, and the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action this time with Love. He's going to look deep for more. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And that is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Firing quickly out wide is Love. They juked him, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw now. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And down to the 19-yard line. 102 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. McCann's got it teed up. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To throw again on second down, Watson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. McCann's got it teed up. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Watson on first down. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. From the 41, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry, as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Play fake. Here's Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 60 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
To throw is Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Second and 10. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And now Watson throws another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable. I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Love. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's third and 10. Now Love. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. He'll find Eskridge here complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Watson looks to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Titans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
53 to Mark. 53. Check 53. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check safety. Check safety.
On first down, Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Phew, 246 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. J.K. Dobbins, 35 yards. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Throwing. Love. He'll look downfield for Waller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, Love. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Here we go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. 6-man.
Following the interception, Love. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Again to Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
1st down, Love to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those team that has this defense.
After the interception, here's Watson. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.